What made your parents beg a teenager for help? My parents, both professors with multiple degrees, had to beg my 16-year-old neighbor Jaden to save their careers. Not because he was some teen genius, but because they'd been scammed so thoroughly that only someone who lived on Discord could untangle the mess they'd created. It started when my dad received an email about a prestigious academic conference in Switzerland. The invitation looked perfect. Official letterhead, references to his recent papers, even a personal note from a scholar he'd cited. Mom got a similar invite for a medical symposium. They were thrilled. 2 Pakistani professors from a small college being recognized internationally. This was everything they'd worked for. They paid the conference fees, booked flights, arranged presentations. Then they paid for visa processing, then security clearances, then academic verification fees. Each request seemed legitimate, always with urgent deadlines and official-looking documents. By the time they realized it was a scam, they'd sent $40,000 to various accounts and shared every piece of personal information imaginable. But the money wasn't the worst part. The scammers had used their submissions to create fake academic papers, publishing them in predatory journals under slightly different names. My parents' actual research was now being plagiarized by themselves, technically. Their university accused them of academic fraud. Their careers were imploding. That's when I remembered Jaden, the kid next door who basically lived online and once helped me recover a hacked Instagram account in 5 minutes. My parents, who'd always viewed him as that boy with the colored hair who stays up too late, had to swallow their pride. Please, my mother begged him. Actually begged a teenager with facial piercings and a hoodie that said caffeine and coding. We need your help. Jaden sat at our kitchen table with 3 laptops, 2 phones, and an energy drink collection that horrified my health-conscious mother. He worked for 16 straight hours, only stopping to explain things my parents couldn't understand. They're using a bot network to create fake citations, he said, typing rapidly. Your papers are being cited by AI-generated articles to boost credibility. I need to trace the origin servers. My father, who'd written books on post-colonial literature, stared blankly. What's a server? Jaden found everything. The scammers operated from 12 different countries, but he tracked their cryptocurrency wallets, identified their real identities through obscure forum posts, even found where they bragged about the scam on the dark web. He documented every fake publication, every stolen paragraph, creating a timeline proving my parents were victims, not perpetrators. But he did more than just investigate. He hacked into the predatory journals and replaced the plagiarized papers with documents that said "scam detected," repeated thousands of times. He sent evidence packages to every university that had unknowingly cited the fake work. He even recovered $12,000 by reversing some cryptocurrency transactions through methods he wouldn't explain. Is this legal? My father asked nervously. Is destroying someone's career through identity theft legal? Jaden responded, not looking up from his screens. The most impressive part was his psychological warfare. He found the scammers' other operations and started sending them their own personal information, their real names, addresses, photos of their houses from Google Earth. One scammer received a pizza delivery to his actual address with a note, I know where you live, stop now. Within days, the fake papers started disappearing. My parents sat there, humbled beyond words. These accomplished academics who'd always emphasized traditional education were being saved by a homeschooled kid who learned everything from YouTube tutorials and Reddit threads. How did you know how to do all this? My mother asked. I got scammed in a video game when I was 12. Jaden shrugged. Lost all my rare items. Spent 2 years learning how to track down scammers. Got my stuff back and helped about 300 other players. This is just a bigger version of the same thing. The university cleared my parents after reviewing Jaden's evidence. The real scammers got arrested in 4 different countries. Academic journals published retractions. My parents' reputations were restored, even enhanced as victims who'd fought back against academic fraud. They tried to pay Jaden. He refused money, but accepted my mother's offer to teach him proper Pakistani cooking. Now every Thursday, this purple-haired teenager sits in our kitchen learning to make biryani while explaining blockchain technology to my father, who takes notes like a freshman student. Last week, my parents attended their first real international conference. They sent Jaden a photo from Switzerland with a sign, "Thank you to our IT consultant." He framed it next to his gaming setup. My mother now tells everyone that the best education might not come from universities. Sometimes, she says, your teacher is a teenager who stays up until 4 a.m. fighting strangers on the internet. My father added Jaden as a consultant on his latest paper about digital identity in contemporary literature. The acknowledgement section thanks Jaden Martinez, age 16, who taught this old professor that true expertise has no age requirement.